Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, hey Team Canada fans, welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary. Welcome to Clay's Canada Commentary for Wednesday night, February the 19th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. And yes, always thank you to my sponsor. This show, Clay's Canucks Commentary, is presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I am trying to stay calm, but I am so excited for tomorrow night. And even though I feel sick when looking at 5 a.m. wake up time for Swerve and Irvin, 5 a.m. Oh, that's crazy. I'm more with Pastor Dan. You guys know, well, obviously, if I'm going to start my show at 11 p.m. and you guys know that I often do work and other content creation and other things, wasting time after. Yeah, we won't get into it's not a competition, but my bedtime is stupid. Like after a stream 2 nights ago, on Monday night, I watched the movie Whiplash from 2014. If you remember that great movie about the drummer and the abusive director, I watched that. So I went to bed at 2:30 in the morning, and I think I'm going to bed at the time that some of you guys are waking up, actually. Oh, okay. Really funny story. And then I'll get into the Canuck stuff, I promise. My very first work, I don't know how I got so off topic so quickly. You can tell I'm completely, not rattled, but I'm completely excited about tomorrow. My very first work conference for work, working for the Archdiocese, I went to a conference in Portland. And I was rooming with my boss, who I knew was a notorious early sleeper at night and early riser in the morning. So no word of a lie, there was one night where I came back to my room, and we're at a Catholic conference, so I wasn't doing anything stupid, but I came back to my room at 3 or 3:30 in the morning, and he was just waking up to start his day. So I'm ending my day at 3:30 in the morning. He is starting his day at 3:30 in the morning. And we actually joked that we didn't even need 2 beds in our room, not because we were going to share the bed at the same time. Rather, we would never be sleeping at the same time. Okay. There we go. So Kyle says he loved Whiplash. Yeah, it's such a good movie. And then Indigo says, what time do you start working? Well, let's put it this way. My building, my office hours are 9 to 4:30 or 9 to 5. I often work late, or I have a lot of night meetings. So I have no problem going in a bit late in the morning. Usually though, I'm up by 7:30, driving Kayla to school at 8:15 and at my office by 9. That's a normal morning, but I have been known to show up a little bit later in the morning, and that's because I feel that I work hard enough and I deserve that break once in a while. Okay, enough about bedtimes. Let's get into this. Moderators, do what you do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's Legends, Hall of Fame, and franchise members, thank you for your support. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston, Richmond, in the city, Lower Mainland, province, country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know that I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here with me right here, right now, on the eve of maybe the biggest hockey game, well, you can decide how far back you want to go. Biggest hockey game, I think we could say in a decade, right? We're very, very excited for it, and I'm happy to preview it and take your predictions and talk about it with all of you tonight. So thank you once again for being here. Yeah, I know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, but the fact you're here with me, very grateful. So this is how you get involved tonight. Subscribe to the channel so you get active in the chat section, get notified of my videos. You can like the video, like the fact that we're together, like the fact that I'm wearing my favorite shirt. That's the way I roll. Get it? Sushi rolls. Ha ha ha. You can like the fact that Canada is going to win tomorrow. At least that's what I think. Like the fact that Quinn Hughes isn't playing, not because you want to deprive him of this opportunity, but rather they're making actually a smart decision in terms of his health. And I'll get to all of that. Like the fact that we are continuing to build a wonderful Canucks community here on YouTube. You can leave a donation, get the donation train out of the station. You can gift a membership. Yes, Irvin, that's what I was going to get to. You can gift a membership for sure. You can buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership, use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. And yes, did I say I deserve a break? I deserve anything. I walk around the office like I own the place. And no, it wasn't with Archbishop. It was a guy named Chuck Luttrell, Adrian. If you go back in time in the diocese, a guy named Chuck Luttrell. Yeah, Murray's in New Zealand. Always appreciate your... Murray, I'm not sure if you watch Canucks After Dark on Monday nights with me and Parker, but Parker just got back from New Zealand, and he said it was beautiful. He said it was beautiful. All right, Skytrain Alfred does the job, gets the first donation, and gets the donation train out of the station. So let's give some love in the chat to Skytrain Alfred. As I sip on my Shirley Temple, $5 donation from Skytrain Alfred says, this game wasn't supposed to mean anything. Thanks to events outside of hockey, the meaning for the game has changed drastically. I'm mind blown. You know, I don't even worry, Alfred, honestly, about the Trump, the terrorists, the booing of the anthems. Actually, all that stuff, and it's fair. It's totally cool that you think about it that way. I don't. Not because I'm smarter or not as smart or anything like that. I just think I really concentrate on. I acknowledge that it's added a bit of fur to and a bit to the chaotic atmosphere, but ultimately it comes down to the game. And I know you know that as well. But yeah, you're right. But I agree with you that there just feels like there's more things at stake for whatever reason, even though it's still a hockey game. So let's give some love to Skytrain Alfred in the chat. Yeah, I would say this is the biggest game since the 2016 World Cup of Hockey was fun, but we beat Europe in the final. We beat Team Europe. It wasn't even one country. We beat a whole continent. 2014 Sochi Olympics, it's fine. 2010, that was massive because it was in Canada and the final was against the US. Who did we beat? Who was the Sochi Olympics final against? I forget actually. 2014 Sochi Winter Hockey Gold Medal. Who did we beat? I know the men's and the women's won. Oh, we won 3-0. Sweden. Okay. Yeah, I should remember that. Thank you guys. Everyone actually looked it up faster than me. Sweden 3-0. Love it, love it, love it. So, yeah, would you say this is the biggest game? I would bypass 2016. I would bypass 2014, even though, I get it. The Olympics are bigger than one and done Four Nations face-off tournament. I get it. But I know it was 11 years ago. I know I was turning 40 years old. I know I was, but 10 years younger, sharper, still the same good looking. But I can't remember being this excited about the Canada-Sweden gold medal game, to be honest with you. I really can't. I think it's this. I think this is the most jacked I've been. Oh, okay. No, of course I was excited about the 2011 Game 7 Chicago, Game 7 against Chicago, against Boston. So internationally, this is probably the most excited I've been about a game in a while, for sure. I know I was even excited for Game 7 against Edmonton last year too. That was pretty exciting too. Okay. I'm watching at home BCBC. I'm actually speaking at a high school retreat. I'm mysteriously going to disappear right before Mass. Don't tell my bishop. So I'm speaking at 4:30 until 4:30 in White Rock. I'm speaking all day at a high school retreat. And then I will bomb home and tunnel traffic, whatever. I'm only in Crescent Beach. So I should get home by a puck drop at 5:15. That is the plan. Okay. So let's talk about Canucks practice first. Then let's talk about Charlie McAvoy. And then let's talk about Quinn Hughes. That should take me to about the 20 to 25 minute mark. And then, and all three are related to each other, obviously. And then I'll give you my quick score prediction, keys to the game tomorrow. And then for the second half of the show, it can be out. It can be with you. Oh, this is very tempting. This is very tempting. But I better get home. BC Beasley, just I got to prepare for my Vegas trip the very next day. So, but thank you for that offer. But stay by your phone. I might text you. I could actually watch the first period at your place and then bomb home during the first intermission, although that would be a bit of speeding for sure. Okay. First, Canucks practice. Quinn Hughes was at that practice. Again, all these three stories are tied together. Canucks practice, McAvoy, and then Quinn Hughes not going. So long story short, which I'll then expand on in about 5 minutes, is Quinn Hughes not medically cleared to play just yet. So today though he had a regular practice jersey on as opposed to yesterday, which was a non-contact jersey. So maybe the typical flow is non-contact, then contact for 1 or 2 practices, and then medically cleared to play. So if he was flying to Boston today instead of practicing, he wouldn't have been medically cleared. So I think that's fair. I don't think there's any shenanigans going on, but I'll talk about shenanigans in a couple of minutes. So the Canucks practice and lined up the exact same way they did yesterday. It was Arshdeep Bains taking Pettersson's place between DeBrusk and Sherwood. It was the Filipino between Drew O'Connor and his new contract and Brock Besser. It was Pius Suter between Garland and Joshua. And it was Teddy Bluger with Niels Hoglander and Niels Amon, the 2 Swedish Niels. On defense, Hughes and Hronek, Marcus Pettersson and Myers. And then it was indeed DPD with Susie, with Forbert, the number 7. You never know if actually, it's hard to tell if Forbert and DPD were swapping in and out. But the way I saw the lines tweeted out today, it was DPD with Susie on the 3rd pairing. Forbert was the extra. Juleson is hurt. Demko is hurt. Lankin and Pettersson are still making their way back. And therefore your goalies were Shilovs and Tolo Pilo. So that was the Canucks practice. And so no earth-shattering news there aside from everyone was watching how Quinn Hughes was doing, which I'll get to in a couple of minutes. Then the Charlie McAvoy saga, which kind of leads into the Quinn Hughes saga. We learned that Charlie McAvoy, in a very terse but direct and detailed statement from the Boston Bruins. Boston Bruins are not happy with the Team USA medical staff. It's not like they're mad at the Montreal hospital or whatever. They're upset with the Team USA medical staff, who I believe is from the Minnesota Wild hockey team. So it's so weird. You have the Boston GM is Team Canada's GM. So the Boston GM approves this statement from the Boston Bruins about a superstar defenseman for the Team USA. So I won't get into all the medical jargon because I can't pronounce it. But in essence, Charlie McAvoy got hurt when checked by Joel Armia, the US-Finland game, way back on Thursday. Hurt his shoulder. Then he aggravated his shoulder playing against Canada on Saturday night. Remember, he had those 3 big scrums. He knocked Crosby down and he hit McDavid down twice. So apparently he had an infection to the injection. That rhymes. He had an infection to the injection. The injection caused an infection. No deflection, a bit of reflection. Okay, I'll stop. But yeah, he got hurt on Thursday, played through it on Saturday, then got an injection on Sunday, and then they fly back to Boston, and by Tuesday he's infected, and his shoulder is buggered up. So that's why he didn't play Monday against Sweden, and that's why he's ruled out for the rest of this tournament. Not just ruled out for the game 7, the final of the Four Nations face-off in his home playing city of Boston, where he would have been cheered out of, the exact. I can't wait to see what the Boston fans do to Marchand tomorrow, to be honest with you. They kind of didn't really give it to him during the Canada-Finland game, because who cares, right? But now, yeah, playing against the U.S., but a guy who's given so much to that franchise, I can't wait to see what happens. But The opposite would have been true for McAvoy. He's their boy. He's their all-star defenseman. And now he's going to be missing 3 or 4 weeks, or who knows how long, because, and I'm not going to blame the Team USA doctors, but something went wrong, obviously. Something went wrong, and the Boston's mad, and they're fighting for a playoff spot just like the Canucks are, and they're missing Hampus Lindholm and him now, Charlie McAvoy. Just imagine the Canucks trying to chase down a wildcard spot without Quinn Hughes and Philip Hronek. Like, I know McAvoy's not as good as Hughes, and you can say whatever, Lindholm and Hronek, but you know my point. Is the point is their 2 top defensemen are out. So good luck to Boston, but I can see that they are very upset. So the Charlie McAvoy story leads right into the Quinn Hughes story. And we know this story is just as interesting. Yesterday, Mike Sullivan, first thing in the morning, East Coast time, in a press conference says, when we announced that Charlie McAvoy would not play, he says, Quinn Hughes is coming. When asked who's going to replace him, Quinn Hughes is coming. So it sets off a firestorm online in Vancouver. Then Quinn Hughes takes the ice yesterday in a non-contact jersey. And they say, okay, well, maybe he's going to fly out there last night. Maybe he's going to fly out there today. But is he going to fly out? We talked about this last night. Is he going to fly out there just to be an extra player because he technically can't play until another U.S. defenseman goes down? All the jokes about intentionally injuring or making one of their defensemen sick, like Jake Sanderson, you're out. Then all the complication because Quinn Hughes was technically named one of the first 6 players, so he's technically injury replacing himself. And then all this conjecture, is he going to play? Is he not going to play? Can he get out there? Is it fair to make him fly all the way to the East Coast just to have him turn around and fly back west to play against Vegas on Saturday? And then today is made pretty simple. Oh, yeah. And before that, and then yesterday we were talking about, do we want Quinn Hughes to play because it's good for him? It means he's healthy. It's good for his confidence and his morale. Not that he needs help with his self-esteem. Versus, no, we don't want him to play because he makes the U.S. that much better. Now we're going to lose for sure. He might get hurt again, blah, blah, blah. Well, it was all for naught because today it was announced that he will not be going to join Team USA because he's not even medically cleared to play a game just yet. So I'm not sure how it went from Quinn Hughes is coming from Mike Sullivan to Quinn Hughes saying he wants to go and it'd be cool even if he doesn't play to no, he's not even getting on a plane. Ultimately, it's the best decision for Canucks fans. Ultimately, it helps Team Canada's chances. And I'm not at all saying that there's a disconnect here between the team and Quinn Hughes. I'm not saying that the team forced Hughes not to go. I don't think they would do that. I don't think you risk getting your captain upset. I think by the letter of the law, he couldn't go because, like I said, usually when a player is returning from injury, the typical protocol is a practice or 2. In Quinn Hughes' case, 1 practice in a non-contact jersey, then a practice or 2 in a regular contact jersey, and then you get medically cleared to play. Well, the fact that he was supposed to be flying today to Boston to be ready for tomorrow when he hadn't even had a practice with a regular contact jersey, then it makes sense. If you think about it and you follow through the steps logically, it makes sense that he was not medically cleared to play. So he'll have to watch from home with some of his, maybe with Brock Besser and some of his USA teammates. I don't know if the Canucks are all going to get together and watch it over a team dinner, which would make for a lot of fun barking and beaking. But there we go. No Quinn Hughes tomorrow. Instead, I think USA have called up Tage Thompson and Brett Pesce. Brett Pesce, extra D-man, Tage Thompson, an extra forward, because Matthew Tkachuk did practice, but Brady Tkachuk didn't. So then they'll have some options there. If at least 2 forwards are out, maybe Trocheck's out too, then Tage Thompson will be pressed into action. And I think Brett Pesce is there for insurance, of course. Okay, lastly, I will do my Pastor Dan getting your input. Yeah, you want to be careful when you ask a question. You never ask a question that you're not prepared to accept the answer to. Who's going to win? In the poll, which I'll end right now, I said, is it going to be Canada in regulation, Canada in overtime, U.S. in regulation, U.S. in overtime? All right. I don't know if you guys are voting with your head or your heart. 85% of you are saying Canada are going to win. 52%, so half of you say Canada in regulation. 33% of you say Canada in overtime. 11% say USA in regulation. And only 3% say USA in overtime. So 85% of you are saying Canada. 14% of you are saying the United States of America. We know the storylines. Connor Hellebuyck versus Jordan Binnington. Hellebuyck has been amazing in this tournament, but he doesn't get it done in the playoffs, if you consider tomorrow a playoff. Jordan Binnington has not been great during this tournament, but he has won a Stanley Cup. In fact, he won the Stanley Cup in that same arena in Boston. I know that was 6 years ago now, but it was still a win for him. On D, Canada's D gets better with the return of Cale Makar. USD gets worse with the injury to Charlie McAvoy, but still two really good units. In fact, Brad Marchand called Team USA the best team he's ever played against. I was a little bit offended because he did play against Vancouver in 20. I'm just kidding. So, and that makes sense because there's no weaknesses on the US team. Up front, the US is solid through their four lines, but Canada has the game breakers in McKinnon, in McDavid, and in Crosby. So if you say the defense are basically a saw-off, you could say Canada has an advantage in the forwards, and then US has the advantage in goal. So that would make sense. The strongest part of the Canadian team is the forwards. The strongest part of the US team is their goalie. So it's going to be the Canadian forwards against the US goalie. That's what it comes down to tomorrow. I don't expect 3 fights in the first 9 seconds, but I do expect some really, really good, just some really intense, hard-hitting hockey. All right, my prediction. I think it's going to be 4-2. If there's one game where I want to nail my score and nail it properly, my favorite score, 4-2 is 3-2 Canada plus an empty netter. That's always my reasoning behind a 4-2 prediction, and that's what I'm going with tomorrow. So 4-2, and then I will update the pool as the game is going and after the game, and by 11 o'clock, tune into my live stream tomorrow night at 11 to find out if you won the pool. Should be a lot of fun. Speaking of fun, Skytrain Alphen with another donation. Thank you, Skytrain Alphen. Does anyone want to join him? But in the meantime, he keeps the donation train going. Yeah, Nation, did you expect anything else than 4-2? Would it be crazy if Crosby scores the OT goal with McKinnon being his Iginla and Chris Cuthbert calling the play-by-play as the cherry on top? Oh, that gives me shivers. Do you guys remember where you were when you saw the golden goal? I was downtown at work, just around the corner from the arena. We were hosting a watch party at the Archdiocesan building. And as soon as we scored, I ran outside and I filmed all the chaos in the streets. Oh, should I show it? No, you guys can watch it later. Maybe I'll post the link if I find it later, but it's the US winter. I might just play it. That's what I'm going to get ready during my Mitchell sponsor read. So let's give some love to Skytrain Alfred for the donation. Let me do this real quick while, start putting your score predictions into the chat, and I might get you to retype them again later because I'm not going to go back to them necessarily, but just talk amongst yourselves for a minute while I look up Canuck Clay Olympic vlog Canada USA final. Oh, here. Okay, hold on. I want to show this to you guys. Oh, it's right at the start of my video. Oh, this is bad. Wow, I was so skinny, you guys, 15 years ago. Well, then I went to closing ceremonies too. Okay, I'm going to show this to you guys. Hopefully it won't make my stream crap out and everything because of my computer issues, but we're going to try it anyways. We are going to try it. So this is the start of my vlog from the golden goal. You guys ready? Enjoy. This is me running next door. That's my buddy Gerard. This is me playing the Olympic theme. We won't watch the whole thing. But look how skinny I was. Look at that guy. Maybe I look better now, but maybe not. Look how skinny I was. And then there's footage of me walking around the streets. There's me at the closing ceremonies. Okay, enough about that. So if you want to watch any of that, you can find it on my channel. Those were actually some of my not the very first, but some of my early videos on this channel. Before I go to my Mitchell sponsor read. Yeah, I loved it. OMG, we were all so happy. Insane moment. Glad you caught it on camera. How many Hail Marys did you pray after the third period? More than one. Filmed on a potato in 240p. Hey, that was my flip phone. Not flip phone, my flip camera. I loved it. You look the same. I'll take that as a compliment. That's electric. Good work, Clay. Nikki Yanoski. Yes, that's right. That music gives me the chills, brings back so many memories. What a beautiful song. I believe in the power of you and I. Exactly. I believe. Okay, we'll stop. Okay, I'll stop for sure. Sean is Clay 2.0. I will tell him that, and he might throw me off the plane on the way to Vegas. Yes, Sarah. Or watch it after the show. Don't watch it like right now. Just I can put it. Oh, I should have put it in the chat for you guys. I'll do that in the mid-show sponsor read. Okay. Oh, last thing. Our church hosted a watch party. It was electric. One of the most insane and fun days of my life. Love it, love it, love it. Let's continue the vibe. And we start with my mid-show sponsor read, thanking our primary sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the Greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. Shout out to my secondary sponsor. Oh, thank you, Shannon. I forgot to bring that comment down. No, but thank you, Shannon. I appreciate that very much. Glad you're here. And Clay believes he can fly. I'll give you the link in a second. Shout out to my secondary sponsor, Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. You can check him out at coachpatrickliu.com/Clay and receive a free 5-day workout when you sign up. I'm just getting that link for you as we get going. You can probably hear it in the background, which is exciting. Thank you to Gassy Jar Art, maker of that fine artwork. And thank you to Vessi Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VessiClay and receive a free pair of socks off your next purchase of Vessi shoes. As well, thank you to everyone who's bought Canuck Clay merch. You can do so at canuckclay.threadless.com. It helps me out a lot. You can get involved in the show by subscribing, by liking the video, by leaving a donation, by gifting a membership. Thanks for the donation SkyTrain offering so far. You can buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership, use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. And I have one more show this week before I leave for Vegas. That's tomorrow night. It'll be a Canada-US Four Nations face-off final post-game show. I will also announce the winners of the pool, and we'll obviously talk about the game. You asked for it. There it is. There is the link to that vlog, and then you can bounce off of that video, that vlog, and see all of my other vlogs from the Winter Olympics. And once again, you'll see the excitement around the city, and you'll also see how skinny I was. And if you want the Electric Circus video, all you got to search up is Canuck Clay or Clay Emo Electric Circus, and you will find that as well. All right, friends, let's go to your predictions now for tomorrow. Tell me anything you want, keys to the game, MVP, game-winning goal, fights, whatever you want. Let me know. Hey, Adrian, I didn't do a full vlog series, but I did some videos leading up to the finals for sure. And all you got to do is search it up on Load up my channels. Load up the videos, oldest to newest. It's a lot faster than going newest to oldest because then you'll be there forever and you will see some pretty sweet content for sure. Prime carry price or prime Luongo in tomorrow's game? What a great question. I go prime carry price. I love Luongo. But yeah, I don't know. Carry price just seems a tiny bit more solid to me. Am I wrong, you guys? As much as Luongo is my favorite player of all time, I still go carry price. 3-2 OT winner, Marchand. Love it. John says USA. Fangirl says 5-3 Canada. What are the odds you wear your Team Canada jersey on your flight or at the Vegas game? No, I'll probably still wear my... Yeah, you know, it's funny. I'm always a proud Canucks and Team Canada guy. But given the climate of, and I don't mean the actual weather, given the political climate, I'm not sure if it's wise wearing Canada paraphernalia on the plane going to a United States country. Actually, I'm surprised no one said to me, not in the stream, but just even people I talked to, like, why are you going to the States now? Not from a safety perspective, but just in supporting that leader there. And I said, well, I bought these tickets way back in October or so. But I'm definitely wearing my Canucks jersey at the game for sure. Top 5 goalies, Mount Rushmore. I think I answered this last time. I go Dryden, Hasek, Waugh, Brodeur. Oh, and then take your pick from there. Price, Luongo, Richter, Lundqvist even. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know who my 5th would be. Someone said Billy Smith last time. 2002 Salt Lake was really fun. People were parading in the streets after that. Yeah, that was a lot of fun too. Brady better not be ducking Canada and faking the injury. Price for sure. Carey Price. 4-3 final. OT Crosby with McKinnon's helper. Love it. What does the winning team get? Undisclosed cash, I think. Also, what do players get as awards? Yeah, I think it's a watch or maybe something else. I don't know. A pen? What is your favorite women's hockey moment? Oh, it was they didn't come into, was 2014 their first? No. I don't even remember if they won in 2002. Did the women win in 2002 as well? 2002 Women Winter Olympics hockey. Yeah, Canada won that, right? Yeah. So actually, maybe it was 2002. And then they both won in 2014 as well. Lanky, 3-0 us. Oh, US, not us. American down 3-0 in the first. Then Quinn Hughes is going to descend from the rafters, sting style, and tie the game with a hat trick. But Marchand will win an OT, and the Boston fans will. I love it. I love it. There's a lot there, but I love it. Fear on Mount Rushmore. He won a lot of games, but he wasn't the best goalie. But I guess he didn't have to be. Mount Rushmore for defensemen. Bobby Orr. Nick Lidstrom. Gosh. There's a lot of good ones, but I don't know who elevates to the top. Oh, I go Bork, Coffee, and Quinn Hughes. No. They'll make Marchand demand a trade. This will make Marchand demand a trade out of Boston or getting booed after he scores. I love it. Take care, Lyndon. Hughes entrance theme and pyro. Do you think the Canucks the final say to Quinn going? And I hope it doesn't make Quinn mad in terms of an extension. No, I think yes, I do think the Canucks had a final say, but I think they could easily point to the regular protocol for a returning player that he wasn't medically cleared to play. And you can't really argue with that, actually. Buy Canadian in support of about a gallon of Canadian Club whiskey. There you go. Wow, Canada won men's and women's in all 4 of those Olympics. Okay, that's pretty dominant then. Victor, monthly membership message. Member for 5 months. Let's give Victor some love in the chat. Based on your answer to Fangirl's goalie question, if I ever get to meet you in person, I have a gift for you. So I'm taking that doesn't seem very sarcastic at all, Victor. So now I'm excited. And I did answer Carey Price, unless he's going to like smash me in the head with a Luongo picture frame or something. Okay, Victor, thank you. Let's give Victor some love in the chat for using his monthly membership message, declaring his membership for 5 months. Thank you, Victor. Bernie Perrant, he's good. Yeah, he's good. Top 3 media people you can't stand spew nonsense. I will not answer this publicly, GLS. I have strong opinions of especially the local, both national and local media. I think we have a lot of great people in local media. I also think we have a lot of very overrated people in local media. Maybe they're saying the same thing about me, about the overrated part, because I'm not media. So I'm not going to say this one publicly, but I certainly have my favorites and my non-favorites. I think I better just leave it at that. Women's hockey, very fun to watch, almost better than the men's. In less than 30 minutes, it'll be 40 years a song was released, while the movie it came out was the 15th. Certain goals song when Canucks score currently. What? 40 years ago was Don't You Forget About Me? Simple Minds? Wow. Wow, neat. 3-2 Crosby winning goal from McKinnon, but I have a feeling we're going to get a big Marchand game tomorrow. He's always comes up big when playing for Team Canada, like Sid. I love it. I'll take it, Danny. I'll take it. New production value we're seeing in the Four Nations face-off. The ref cam we've seen before. I don't mind it. The overhead cam, yeah, it's kind of weird, right? When you see it cross in front of you on the wide shot, and then you actually see it. The ice cam, the drone cam, I like it. I as long as they don't do it too much, and I think they've done it. They're not just fine. By the way, the guy that goes out there after a team scores to get close-ups of the flybys at the bench. I knew that they did that in the Olympics, but for some reason I thought that they were just going to the ref cam, because there is one linesman that stands. You might have noticed this, but there's one linesman that always stands between the two benches after every goal. That's so this team that scores doesn't go over and taunt the other team. But so I thought it was his camera for a minute, but it's obviously not. USA 5-3, Canada 5-3 over Canada, goaltending the difference. Litzer was good. Not on my Mount Rushmore, though. Slow-mos, yep. Don't really have a favorite female hockey player. I respect the heck out of a lot of them, but I actually don't. I like Poulin and Wickenheiser, but I don't truly have some of the U.S. Women are very good, but I don't have a favorite female player. Oh, yeah, Scott Niedermayer. He's good. He's very good. Yeah, he might be my number 5 or number 6. Hughes could be better than Leach. Does Canada take the bait if they do try and fight? I think they won't back down for sure. Oh, the women's won those 4. Thank you. Hey, Jay. Yeah, no, thank you. Remember, my stream was going to be like 3 hours after the game ends. Just be warned. What factors do you think constitute Team Canada not being as dominant in hockey anymore? Just the global growth of the game. You have more people in more countries playing it just by odds, by percentage. Naturally, the percentage of the league that's made up of Canadians is decreasing every year because the league is growing internationally, which is a good thing. And I don't know about the grassroots. I don't know about the academies. I don't know about the junior league. So I can't really comment on how that's going overall. But obviously, there's been a change for sure. We haven't won the World Juniors in a couple of years. Top 5 Mount Rushmore of the quarter century Canucks. Okay. It's basically everyone. You can't include Bure though. And was Naslin's best years late 90s, right? Marcus Naslin Canucks. Yeah, Naslin's best years for the Canucks. Okay, 02, 03, 04. Yeah, okay. I'll go Naslin, Sedins, Luongo, and Quinn Hughes. Yeah, no, thanks for the clarification, you guys. Appreciate that. Oh, Breakfast Club, of course. What am I talking about? Yes. Forgot to name the movie. Yes, if you join the member stream, I do share a bit more there. That is true, Indigo. Very good. JT Miller will be playing for the USA. Yeah, don't you forget about me. Exactly. I do believe that Crosby will make next year's team and that it will be his last one. I'm excited for the Olympics, and I don't know what Olympic. I think generally because Olympic athletes are amateurs, all the potential prizes comes in terms of sponsorships. I think. Freebird. Oh, I didn't know that was their goal song. With the Four Nations being littered with the ghosts of Canucks past, JT and Forsling, draft misses, Kachuk and Point, begs the question, where does Vancouver organizational depth stand today? If you're talking mostly about prospects and not the current roster, the pro roster, I'd say it's okay. At least you can point to Shilovs, Tolopilo, Villander, Kudryavtsev, Jonathan Lekarmaki, Aturatu, DPD. You can point to guys that will be actual NHL hockey players, which is more than probably what we could have said. You know, after like kind of Quinn Hughes and Pettersson made the big club, there was a bit of a lull. You could probably find exceptions, but there's certainly a big lull. So I don't think they're as strong as, say, other organizations, but I don't think they're as bad as they have been in the past. So I put them in the middle, to be honest with you, Irvin. Yeah, I don't know what Canada's goal song is for the tournament. I love Oregon. I love the Oregon for sure. Is it Feeling Good by the Sheepdogs? Well, you know a lot about music, Tyler. That's good. Canada didn't get worse. The rest of the world got better. That's very fair, Michael. How Canada used to have a lot of great goalies, but now not so much. Yeah, so that's a great question, Inigo, and that's the thing that I can't really answer because I don't know the inner workings or the back workings of the academies and the hockey schools and the junior leagues. But yeah, we're worse than Sweden, Finland, Russia, U.S. in terms of goaltending. Pretty crazy. There we go. We developed everything but goalies in the last 15 years. Mount Rushmore of Canadian gold medalists in the 2010. Canadian gold medalists in 2010. That snowboarding guy, that speed skating guy. I should probably know these names a bit better. I don't know them off the top of my head, Swervin Irvin. I don't have time to look them up. Hey, Tommy Kippa is beyond excited. I'm laughing because I did a Facebook post recently of saying is it physically possible to be beyond excited? You can use it, Tommy, but I kind of chuckle when people use that term. Beyond excited for tomorrow. I feel the game will go to overtime. And it'll be up to fate. What will the hockey gods decide? The Cubs camp song, Beaver, Beaver, sharing, Beaver 1 scores, Beaver 2 scores. Let's go, Canada. Cash prizes for Olympic medals are up to each individual country. I know USA gives their gold medals like $50,000. Okay, that I didn't know. Thank you. Do you think that since Vancouver only has 2 pro teams and Canucks are by far the most popular, some media members write things to get more clicks? I think that's all. That has nothing to do with the number of cities or number of teams we have. I think that just goes without saying. But even the number of media that cover the Canucks has dropped drastically over the past decade or so, 2 decades. I did see the Tim Hortons Go to a Hockey Game commercial. Top 3 songs played at Canucks games. So the way you ask it, GLS, you're not talking about goal songs. I don't know. I do like it when they played 24 Karat Magic, but it's not very classic, but I love Bruno Mars. Anytime like Marie's band Trilogy is playing like a Jackson 5, like I Want You Back, I like that. This is a really bad answer. I don't know. Give me some inspiration, GLS. Canada's goal song should be, I've always said Bust a Move by Young MC. Do you feel good about the Canucks first game back after the break? No, I don't. Even though I'm going to that game in Vegas, we never play well in Vegas, so we'll see. Although they will be missing both Theodore and Pietrangelo, so or maybe, I don't know. I'm excited to go though. I'm always excited to watch games in Vegas. No, Carol, there's no part of promotion. The only thing, the reason why we're going is I got free hotel. So I got 4 nights. They say it's $500 US, which is nice, a night. So getting whatever, $2,000 US free in hotel stay. And then, so we're doing a Canucks game, probably do another show, play a bit, shop a bit. Yeah, but there's no package of any sort other than the free hotel. Arizona does produce good hockey players, but no team. That's true. Wear your Canucks jerseys tomorrow, guys. That's Canadian. Well, I only have Team Canada from 2014. Shania Twain, Feel Like a Woman. Is that you're talking about bad goal songs. You know, we were talking about this earlier today, Adrian. We have a hit list for sure. We want to hit Korean barbecue on the night we go. I told you my sob story last week about how I'm not going to get to the New Edition concert, which is too bad. But yeah, we're going to do Korean. There's a Black Bear Diner that I've eaten brunch at before, Bootlegger Italian Bistro, and then we're going to look up some buffets for sure. I used to like the one in Rio, but it's gone now. I know Paris has a good one still. We've talked about the Win. We've talked about Palms. Yeah, we'll see. I'll take happy to take suggestions for sure. What kind of TV do you have at home? To what does OLED mean? OLED. What is it? It's a 60-inch Sony is what we have. No, is it a Toshiba? No, it's a Sony. Sony or Samsung? I don't even know anymore. 5:00 is the game, Carol. Vertigo, you too. Yeah, okay, that's not bad. Thunderstruck, yeah, not my cup of tea. It's Raining Men. Are we still talking about bad goal songs? I think, I love the song, but maybe something like Don't Worry, Be Happy wouldn't be great. Like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, if that came on, I'm not sure how much that. Yeah, another song that probably wouldn't rile the crowd up would be Saving All My Love for You by Whitney Houston. They score, and then so I'm saving all my love. Okay, maybe that wouldn't work either. Ole, ole, ole. I like it. Does Canada use a bunch of set plays tomorrow? I don't think so, Dan. I don't know if they have time to learn set plays, to be honest with you. Obladi, oblada. Yeah, that's good. Justin Bieber. Brass Bonanza. Is that dun, 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 dun. Wearing my 2010 Iggy? Neil, the guy who hosted the trips you went on about Toronto, Montreal, or Edmonton, Calgary. Yes, I will talk to him about that. Although he planned that Nashville trip without inviting me, so he's got to make amends. Nickelback Burnt to the Ground is good. Yes, that was good. Bone Thugs and Harmony. I like Some of the Media. The Luxor Buffet is pretty weak. Okay, good to know. With Theodore on IR and Stone likely to join him as tradition, I heard Vegas was interested in Tuck from Buffalo. I did not hear that, but I would not be surprised. Golden Steer, that's good. Jollibee, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You laugh at my singing, Adrian? Okay. I know Adrian understands music. I know a lot of you guys do understand music. I've always professed to be a good pianist, but a horrible singer. But you might notice whenever I sing, or a lot of times when I sing in my falsetto, which is my head voice, because my tone, when I actually try and sing, is better in my falsetto than it is in my regular voice. So I don't know if that's a compliment to my falsetto or an insult to my regular voice. Bacano at Caesars. Yes, we've done that. The buffet at the Wynn. We've done that. I've not done the Wicked Spoon. Thank you, Pastor Dan. I'll remember those. Thank you. You could write and sing a goal song, or Shannon could sing it. I vote for Shannon. Muck Muck as Finns. Oh yeah, by the way, one of my vlogs, it's about the Olympic mascots. Very good poll for Muck Muck. Peach Mango Pie. Brass Bonanza is actually a song called Evening Beat. Okay, I did not know that either. Yes, I've not been in the Sphere. I've just driven around it and taken pictures on the outside. I think there's actually not a lot of concerts or shows while we're there. For those of you that go to Vegas, a lot of times they don't have shows on Monday, Tuesday, or at least on the Monday night. Sometimes Sunday, Monday are dark days. Sometimes Monday, Tuesday are dark days. Basically, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday are the worst days to go for shows. So at least we have the hockey game on Saturday. So we have a lot of time. My influence, I actually don't have any like professional influences. I just learned when I was little, but I do like listening to Bruce Horsby, David Foster music. So none of like the classic pianists. I'm not a great classical player, and I can't even name you a lot of like good jazz players. I just like it's almost like the pop style players, but honestly, no huge influences. Pitbull. I sing falsetto. Yes, very good in the swerves. I say that I can only sing above middle C if someone kicks me in my nether regions. Free Muck Muck, not one of the official mascots. Gotcha. And I do not have a favorite pregame meal before hitting. I go in the arena and I have myself a carve prime rib sandwich. But if I have to eat before I go in, I will go to Marigami noodles. Okay, friends, I'm going to wrap up here. I got to get a bit of work done before I go speak at that high school retreat tomorrow. And then I'm going to get home as fast as I can if I don't stop at BC Beasties first to watch this game. So I hope you join me tomorrow night at 11 p.m. And I can't wait to join you. And hopefully we are talking about a Canucks win. Thank you, moderators, for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Thank you, members, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Harry Ma, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame franchise members. Thanks for your support. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing on your way out. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. Also, thanks to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate and Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. And thanks to everyone who went above and beyond today. And that was Skytrain Alfred with the twin $5 donations, and to Victor Wong for using his 5-month membership message and for teasing a gift for me, which I'm pretty excited about. All right, friends, enjoy the day tomorrow. Hopefully you can concentrate on school, work, or whatever you're doing. And hopefully we are watching a a Team Canada win. And wouldn't it be sweet if it's either Crosby and or Marchand combining on the game-winning goal? Canucks win, Canada win, same thing, right? Because a Canuck is someone from Canada, not a Muck Muck or a Kachuk. I better stop because I'll probably say a swear word or so. Okay, thanks, friends. As always, rate the bad joke on the way out, and I'll see you tomorrow night at 11 p.m. and we'll see what kind of game, what kind of result we will be talking about. And Adrian, to answer your question, I will announce the pool winner during my stream. I will not announce it prior to that. Okay, friends, stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. By the way, do you know what happens when a microscope crashes into a telescope? Yes, what happens when a microscope crashes into a telescope? They kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope. God bless, and go Canucks go.